And speaking of vaccination, our correspondent Batya Leventhal comes to us from a vaccination and testing center in Tel Aviv's Dizengoff Center. And Batya's potentially good news, perhaps that the Omicron wave has now peaked, which is going to it's already increasing debate in the government about whether to start removing those green pass restrictions.
Well, it's a debate that's not just happening within the Israeli government, Kalev, but it's something that's been happening at the very fore here in shopping centers and malls across the country over the last couple of weeks. And I'll remind the viewers that what happened at first was that the Green Pass was supposed to be put in place to enter the malls. The mall managers then said they would not be doing that because they have some vital stores like shopping centers as well as pharmacies within the shopping centers and malls. And they want to make sure that people can have access to that even though they are not vaccinated. So what they ended up doing was making sure that the Green Pass was only going to be valid for spaces that were about 100 square meters or more, but those that weren't requiring the pass, and it wasn't necessary for them to have it as well to enter the malls. So that's now becoming obsolete given the fact that whether you are recovered or vaccinated, you most likely are going to be experiencing or some kind of exposure to the Omicron variant given its transmissibility, which is prompting this debate of, well, if that's the case, is the Green Pass system of identifying whether you've recovered or been vaccinated actually still valid?
Right. I want to ask you about your report today saying, estimating that some 20,000 Israeli lives may have been saved by vaccination. You're there at that center. Of course, plenty of people and still plenty of children not vaccinated yet. What have you been seeing there over the course of the last few hours?
Well, actually, just behind the vaccination booth set up here is a small testing center set up at a pharmacy just behind us. And it seems that the testing booth has actually been getting a lot more action today than the vaccination has, with people very, very smallly kind of trickling into this vaccination. We did manage to speak to someone earlier about it who was walking past and said, well, they just don't feel the need to get vaccinated because of the studies coming out now saying that, the vaccine was effective in dealing with the original strain as well as Delta that was seen as far more deadly than the Omicron variant. But given the fact that studies are coming out just a similar time to the study that you just mentioned coming out in Israel and the United States, saying that what is happening at the moment with the Omicron having 46 mutations is that it's actually making the vaccination and any kind of antibodies, even from recovery, completely obsolete, which is prompting a lot of people to not want to get a further vaccination if they've already been vaccinated, Kalev.
All right. Plenty of people, though, still have not even been vaccinated once. And, of course, that report I said today showing that the vaccine or claiming that it saved thousands of lives. Batya Leventhal there in Dizengoff Center. Thank you for that.